An overlooked condition is IBS, but this is a very serious condition that affects the quality of life of so many people. And I think that it is the lack of understanding this condition that leaves a lot of people without getting the right treatment, and they suffer from day to day. So there's a very strong connection between digestive issues that causes IBS, anxiety, and ultimately brain health like dementia. So what happens is a person starts off with discomfort in the gut. It could be that maybe they've been on a contraceptive pill for very long, or maybe they've taken too many antibiotics, or maybe they've got a very stressful life, or they've gone through a stressful event. It could be maybe even trauma, it could be loss. So that affects, the composition of the gut bacteria, and the person starts, having this condition where they get bloated, they get pain. And what you need to understand is that about 90% of serotonin, which is a chemical substance, a neurotransmitter that is responsible for regulating your mood, about over 90% of it is produced in a gut, but that is, we assuming that your gut is healthy. GABA, again, which is a very calming neurotransmitter which affects your mood, is also made in the gut, made by certain gut bacteria. So what happens is that when we have this situation where we don't have an imbalance of microbes in the gut, the bacteria, we get inflammation in the gut. But then the inflammation in the gut does not stay in the gut, because what happens in the gut does not stay in the gut. There is a connection between your gut and your brain called the gut-brain axis. So the gut talks to the brain and the brain talks to the gut, but mostly is the gut doing the talking. And this happens through the big nerve called the vagus nerve. So inflammation in the gut, then because of that communication, you get inflammation in the brain. And how does inflammation in the brain manifest? Differently for different people. So moodiness is one of them. Some people get migraines. Some people have got like poor memory, poor cognition. And if this happens over a long time, okay, from the time maybe a person is a teenager, they've got IBS, they've got anxiety, and then when they are 60 years old, they can get a neurological condition like dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So it's important that when you've got these digestive issues, you need to address them. You need to go to the root cause of what's causing you to have IBS, and address that, through gut, through supplements, through stress reduction. Because, thinking IBS is just a small time diagnosis and you leave it like that, ultimately you might get very serious conditions related to IBS. If you found this information interesting and helpful, please like this video, subscribe so that you don't miss any gut-wise tips.